Hello and welcome back. I'm Gayatri from Culinary Nirvana. Today I'm going to show you how to make vegan corn and tortilla soup. This is a wholesome recipe and I'm using carrots, capsicum and corn, and I've added pinto beans for that extra protein. This can be a completely gluten-free recipe if you add chickpea or corn tortillas. This is a completely vegan recipe, but you can add sour cream or creme fraiche into it. For this recipe, I'm using very simple ingredients apart from just one, which is dried naga chilies. They are not easily available, but you can add chipotle or ancho chilies, or you can just skip it. So let's get into the kitchen and get started. To make this corn and tortilla soup, I'm using 2 medium onions, which I have medium diced. I'm using some random vegetable scraps. For example, I have some red and green capsicum, and then I'm using 1 small carrot, which I have small diced, 4 cloves of garlic, 2 sweet corns. I have taken all the kernels out and I have washed them thoroughly, 1 red chili, 1 green chili, 1 can of pinto beans, 1 green capsicum and 1 red capsicum, which I have small diced. This is a spice blend which I have created for this soup. So in here there's some roasted cumin, roasted coriander and a little bit of thyme, which I have powdered, and 1 small naga chili. This is completely optional. I'm putting this just to give that smoky and spiciness to this soup. These are my tortillas. All I've done here, I have cut them in thin strips and baked them in the preheated oven on 125 degrees centigrade for about 10 to 15 minutes till they become nice and crispy. You can also fry these, but I like to bake them. Right, my pot is hot here. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil and onions, garlic and my carrots together. I'm going to sweat them together for just 2-3 minutes. Right, it has been about 2-3 minutes and my onion is nice and translucent. Now I'm going to add the capsicums in here. I'm going to give it a mix and cook this for about 2 more minutes. It has been about 2-3 minutes and my onions and all the vegetables are nicely cooked. I'm going to add the chilies and I'm going to add my corn kernels. I'm just going to keep about half a cup for later for garnishing. Now I'm going to add some salt in there. Mix it well. After adding the salt, I'm going to add my naga chili in there. Just going to kind of crush it before I add this chili. If you can't handle the heat, you can always take these seeds out, but we quite like the spiciness and the spice blend I have created. Going to give it a mix, and now I'm going to add my vegetable stock, which I forgot to mention earlier. I'm using 500 milliliters right now. After adding 500 milliliters of wet stock, I have added 500 milliliters of water, and now I'm going to cover this pot and keep it on for 5 to 7 minutes. Right, it has been about 7-8 minutes and as you can see my soup is boiling. I'm going to give it a stir. I'm going to switch the gas off and I'm going to use an immersion blender to make a puree. Right, my soup is nice and pureed. If you prefer really fine texture, you can use a normal blender, but I like this semi-coarse texture. Now I'm going to add my pinto beans in there. half a cup of water, a little bit salt. I'm going to give it a mix. And now I'm going to add my capsicums. I'm going to save a little bit just for the garnishing. And then I'm going to add the corn we saved in the beginning. After my soup is done, I like this consistency, so I'm going to add half a cup of water more in there. And now I'm going to cover this pot, slightly ajar, and simmer this soup for 5 minutes. Right, it has been about 7-8 minutes and my soup is ready. Oh, look at that color. So inviting and so healthy. I'm going to serve this soup with tortillas and lots of freshly chopped coriander. And this is how I like to serve this corn tortilla soup, with a side of oven baked tortillas topped up with lots of tortillas, lime and coriander. Alright, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you give this soup recipe a try. If you want the full recipe, you can go to my website. The recipe is available there. The link to my website and my social media, I'm going to put everything in the description box below. If you enjoyed watching this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye.